Hi, my name is Mason Gilmet. This is my Tableau presentation for strategic management at the University of South Florida. So Tableau is a software that we can use to make graphs, and we can better elaborate on the data that we're given. We are using an airline example that we're comparing different airlines and their revenues, debt, return on assets, all those stuff in order to better understand how they fit in the market. So first thing that we notice is that American Airlines has the highest revenue over Delta Airlines and United Airlines. So we see that, but that's over the course of 2016 to 2019. Now if we change that to 2017, we can see that Delta Airlines passes American Airlines, and then the margin that they're in the lead by just keeps expanding throughout the years. Now we can better understand this through our line graph down here, which shows our revenues over the course of the years. So American Airlines gets passed by Delta Airlines over here in 2018, and then it just keeps going up. While American Airlines kind of starts to flatten out while Delta Airlines keeps going up. We can also see that American Airlines over here has a large amount of revenue. They're way up here because this is our revenue side and this is our return on assets side. But they're also the furthest left, so they have the lowest return on assets, and we can see that here. Now to better show that, we go over here to P measure and we switch it to ROA. And we see American Airlines all the way down here at 14.09 for return on assets when the industry average is 27.12. Now something interesting is Southwest Airlines, who was ranked number 4, I believe, on revenues, has the highest return on assets. Which, if we switch it to assets, we can see why. Southwest Airlines doesn't have a whole lot of assets, but they're making a significant amount of revenue. While places like Delta Airlines and American Airlines have a whole lot of assets. Now, one thing to keep in mind is the debt. Now, as you can see, the debt for American Airlines is significantly higher than everybody else. They're way above industry average at 28,000 is the industry average, while they're in the 116,000s. So when debt is used well, it can be used for tax purposes to get away with taxes, but in this case, I believe that American Airlines is not using their debt well, because if we look at their profit's way down compared to the revenues, so they have lower profit, while Delta Airlines makes a lot of profit. But they manage their debt better. Their debt's only nearly 50,000. So, just something to keep in mind. Now, a couple of things you can do with Tableau that is super nice is obviously, as I was showing, you can switch what data is shown. So I can switch it to debt, profit, assets, revenue. And so I can just see the different areas that we can compare into this industry. And the average will always change with the measure that I change. We can also change our scatter plot. So right now, our scatter plot shows ROA on ROA, our revenues on ROA. So we can change that so we can compare our revenues to assets. And we can see that American Airlines is way up here because they have a significant amount of assets and a significant amount of revenues. So they're placed further right. And you can also do that, change this to debt. And you can just change them around so you can better understand the data you're looking at. Another feature that I can use on this is I can just compare specific, airlines. So for me, American Airlines, Delta Airlines, and United Airlines are going to be better to compare because they have similar numbers. So if we change that and we go American Airlines, United Airlines, and Delta Airlines, we can just compare these three so we can see how they compare in the market. So we can change this to debt, to return on sales, return on assets. So we can do all that. We can change it around so we can better understand how we compare with specific people in the market rather than just the whole market in general. So that is everything for me. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.